Okay, now we're going to meet an Australian man who went to Cambodia for a holiday and was confronted with real poverty for the first time in his life. But instead of returning to his career and his former life, he decided to stay and has dedicated his life to working in partnership with the Khmer people to try to improve the lives of street kids.
We're in Sihanoukville, which is on the south coast of Cambodia. It's actually a port town which sort of turned into a seaside resort town, which is popular with foreign tourists and Khmer alike. When I first came here, what I found really confronting was the amount of children living on the beach who were looking after themselves and sleeping on the beach, begging and stealing passports and just getting and surviving day to day. And what struck me was basically how vulnerable they were. Like, one of them was sexually abused one night, and that became sort of a call to arms. Myself and a British nurse, Maggie, got together and decided to form an organisation to actually protect, to look out for the kids.
We felt like if we did nothing, no one was going to do anything, and they have the same right as any kid in the whole world for a brighter future. So someone had to do something, and it happened to be us.
We've named the organisation Tapang after the Tapang tree, which is the tree which the children used to sleep under. That means umbrella tree, protection tree.
My name is Kurt. I am 15 years old.
When we met him nearly 5 years ago, he was very thin and malnourished. He was one of the very first children we worked with.
Before I sleep under the tree.
Why were you sleeping under the tree?
How do I net play no condom child human?
Because
I had no home, no family.
When we first started, we started off with 5 kids who were sleeping under the tree down on the beach, and were homeless kids. And now, on a weekly basis, we work with over 1,200 street kids. This is the main centre, the main education centre from which we operate all our programs. Here we provide access to education, health, medical services, sports, recreation, arts, drama, computer classes. We have another centre where we provide residential services for the children, but our actual main focus is more on reintegration of the kids back into a family environment rather than creating an orphanage situation. We'll work with the families to solve whatever the problem is so the child can return to their own family environment rather than sleeping in an institution.
So what do you hope to do when you finish school?
I want to be a traditional dance teacher. This is normally a tradition passed down from family to family, and for a child like Kurt with no family and no one to look after him, there's absolutely no chance he would learn anything about his own culture.
Do you think you could have done this without Malop Tapang?
No chance.
Why?
How do I? Because I would never have studied anything. He just needed that helping hand, you know. This young man's got a very bright future ahead of him. He'll go very far, that's for sure.
Good morning, class.
We totally changed their lives. Between the work of our Cambodian social workers and teachers and medical team and management, we've totally allowed the children to grab a chance and change their futures, and we've worked so close with the families that we've had a massive impact on the whole of the community. When you see kids that actually want to learn and they want a brighter future, but there's no one around them to help, it's really not much of a choice. You do feel compelled to do it.
Outreach is the one team that works outside the center, working with the children and the family. Like here is the shelter, outreach shelter. This shelter is good for open for the children come play, spend the time with us. Because if they have no place for play, maybe they can go to work on the street. If we not let them come to learn and get more education. Maybe when they grow up, they will the difficult life like the family now.
These are pretty, dirt poor slums.
There's a lot of violence in the family, there's a lot of alcoholism and drug use, there's a lot of sexual abuse within family or neighbourhood areas. So the children are sent out on the streets.
Some family, they want their child to work, to help the family too. They don't thinking about their future.
So that's why it's so important we work with the families to get the kids back where they should be.
The children, I think now they know a little bit English. They just start learn Khmer language. So maybe in future they can read and write, I think better than their family.
I didn't come to Cambodia with an intention to work in child rights or child development. I was more on holidays. I was working in banking in Holland and Germany and London. I'm working back in banking up in Phnom Penh now, so it's through that banking network that I'm able to establish different funding links to support Mlop Tapang. Y-O-U. Ideally, at the end of the day, the Cambodian people will take ownership of Mlop Tapang and the whole project, and I mean it's Cambodian children, so at the end of the day, they're best served to be supported by Cambodian people.
Khmer people, they know how to work like close with them because we are Khmer the same, and we know the culture, Khmer culture, so easy to work with them than foreigner.
We need both foreigners and Khmer together.
Important to have both?
Important, yeah.